Morning, everyone. Yeah, hi, good morning. So let's start with the session. Let's continue with the Java tutorials. So in the last class, we have finished with the chapter number 11, that how to use the Java numbers, or what are the various categories of Java numbers that is available in Java programming. So let's move to the next chapter, that is chapter number 12, Java characters. In this chapter, we are going to study that what are the various Java characters, how they are used in the Java programming, and how we can use multiple characters. We can say the string combination of characters, how we can use them in the Java programming with the proper examples of the Java programs. So normally when we work with the characters, we use the primitive data type char. So in the last chapter, that is used for the integer, that is Java number. In this chapter, we are going to use the primitive data type, that is a char, for the character purpose only. The first example that is given is char cha. That means we are using the primitive data type, that is char, and there is a variable that is defined of ch, and whatever the value that is given of the characters, or whatever the character we are going to give in the variables, that will be represented within a single quotes, that is a single quotes of a. Then Unicode for uppercase Greek Omega characters, char Unichar, this is the Omega character, that is uppercase Greek Omega character. So these are the various examples how we can define or how we can initialize the variables of the characters. The next one is an array of the character. That is a combination of various characters. Simple use the array sign, that is a rectangular bracket, then char array, and there are five characters that is displayed over here, A, B, C, D, E, and both are all these five are represented in a single quotes. And the termination will be done by the semicolon. And whenever we are whenever we are developing the various characters for the primitive data types, so we are using the objects instead of the primitive data types. So instead of, or in order to use this, Java provides the wrapper class. For the Java numbers, we use the integer class for the primitive data type. In the same way, in this we use the wrapper class. We can say the boxing class, that is character for a primitive data type. The character class offers a number of useful classes. So whenever we use the character classes that requires or that is used for a number of useful classes, for example, there is a static method for manipulating the characters. We can put any number of operations within the character, that may be as checking the string upper, string lower, concatenation, string comparison, that is used for the comparison. There are various functions that is used for the character, that is used for the string. And you can create a characters or character object with the character constructor. This is one of the example, character ch equals to new character a. And the Java compiler, alright, okay. So in order to use the character data type, we are going to use the character primitive data type. So for char, we have to use the character primitive data type, and this offers a number of the useful classes, that is static methods for manipulating the characters. This is one of the example how we can use the character constructor, that is used to construct the objects. This is character ch, that is equals to new character a. That means new means new character will be established, or new subject or object will be established for the character a. So the data type, primitive data type is the character, and the object, or the we can say the character that is defined over here is a, that is represented in the single quotes. And the Java compiler will also create a character object for use under some circumstances. For example, when you pass a character or positive or primitive char into a method that expects an object, so compiler automatically converts the char into the character. That means it's an object, into the feature in the Java that automatically converts the character into the char for you. So in Java numbers, we're using some functions. In the same way, it is used to compare. It is used to convert from one char type to the character. Here, following primitive char a, this is goes to the character object ch. This is character and ch equals to a. So we are defining the character as ch, or we are defining the we can say the object as ch, that is used for the making the characters, that is used for making the scenarios on this way. And that is character ch equals to a, and there's the primitive x that is posed for the method test. So we are using char c equals to text x. So whatever the output that is belongs to the x, that belongs to, or that conversion, or that is stored in the char c. Now what are the various escape sequence characters that is used in the Java programming for various strings characters? So a character always preceded with a backslash. It's an escape sequence character. It only terminates with a. and has special meaning to the compiler. That means it is a termination point. And a new line character, that is slash, have been used in the tutorial in system.out.println in advance to the next line of. So we are already used the slash n for printing into the next line. These are the escape sequence characters. So these are the details of the Java escape sequence characters. One is a tab, so inserts a tab in the text at this point. Then B, that is a backspace in the text at this point. Then insert a new line in the text at this point. So one is for the tab, then backspace, then there is a new line, a carriage return, which is used in the text at this point. Then F, that is a form field in the text at this point. And whenever we use the single quotes, there's a provision we use the escape sequence characters that is used for the single quote characters and double quotes characters, and there is a double backslash or backslash character in the text at this. And when an escape sequence character or sequence is encountered in a print statement, the compiler interprets it accordingly. So it's the responsibility of the compiler to interpret it. That may be a T, that may be I. So it depends on the process to process. Public class text. This is the example. So if I want to put the quotes within the quotes, you must use the escape sequence characters on the integer quotes. This is one of the examples. That is a test. This is the pet line that is used public static void main string argl. Then system.out.println. This is print as it is. This she said. Then there is a gap. Hello. Then there is a gap. Then to me. So this will print in a different color. Why? Because it is represented within the double quotes and within the double quote. That means this is a double quotes for the print and line, and this is within the double quotes. Again, there is a double quote that is given. So this will print as it is. So she said hello to me. That means she said hello, and there is a double quotes that is available. 115.
ब्लैक हाँ ब्लैक कलर का गेट है, उसमें छोटा सा एक वो होगा एंट्री, छोटा गेट
So print the output as this one. She said hello to me. Why hello is given in a double quotes? Because it is already given in a double quotes for the printing purpose, and it is within the double quotes again there is a double quote. So she said hello to me. Then next one is the character method. So what are the various character method, or because of the function that is used for the instant class that all the subclasses of the character class implement. So first method is used is letter that determines whether the specified char value is a letter or not. So checking for the letter, whether the output or whether the input that is given is a letter or not. Then next is the is digit. So checking for the is digit will determine whether the specified character value is a digit or not. Then is white space will determine whether the specified char value is white space or not. So for checking purpose, we are using these character method whether the specified char value is a letter or not. Whether the specified char value is a digit or not. Then whether the specified char value is a white space or not, that is a blank space. Then determine whether the specified character value is uppercase or not. Next, for the lowercase, that is whether the specified value that is given or specified char value that is given is in the lowercase or not. Then to uppercase. Now this converts the uppercase form to the specified char value. This only determines why, because this is given in the is letter, is tilde, is white space. Now in the next case, it is available for the to. That means for the converting purpose, which is returns the uppercase from the specified char value. Then to lowercase, that returns the lowercase form to the specified char value, so that converts into the lowercase value, whatever the character, whatever the string we are given. To string, so this returns a string object which represents the specified character value, and that is only one string character. Now let's see what are the various languages or what are the various methods that is used in the Java or that is used in the character API specifications. First one is the is letter. So description is that this method determines whether the specified char value is a letter or not. Now this is the syntax: boolean is letter char ch. These are the various parameters that is used in this syntax. So there is a char ch. Now ch may be a primitive char type. So this belongs to primitive char type, and return value is really also a character. So whatever the character, whatever the value that is given, what the return type that is given for this char value is the character. Syntax is boolean isolator char ch, then parameter ch, that is of the type primitive, then return value is of the type, is also of the type, we can say the character. This is one of the example. Public class test, public static void main string args, then string.out.println character.isolator c. Now check for the now checking for the scenarios whether the is letter is equals to the C or no. Then is letter 5. So checking for the characters whether the character that is available, whether the letter that is available is C or no. So this is true. Why this is true? Because this is the letter that is C and this is letter. No, 5 is not a letter, but this is the number that is a false.
इधर कोई है क्लास?
So public class
वही
test.
तो मैं पूछ रहा था। हाँ, तो फिर नहीं करना है ना, क्योंकि जो उधर का प्रोसेसर है वो खराब है, इसमें बहुत गलत दिखता है, ठीक है नहीं दिखता, इसलिए मैं कह रहा था इधर से
So public class test, then there is a curly braces, public static void main string args. Now checking for the characters, is letter C, yeah, if it is a character C, is letter 5, that means it is a character 5. In the first scenario it is correct. Why it is true? Because the character that is given is the C, and C is one of the character that is available in this. Next one is letter 5. 5 is not a character, it is a number. This gives output as a 0 or false. Now checking for the digit, the same scenario. If I'm talking about this example only, then in the first line it is false, in the next line it is true. But in place of is letter, it is given as a is digit. Everything is same. This method determines whether the specified CAD or value is a digit or not. So whatever the value we are giving, that is a digit or not. For checking purpose, we use a is digit function. So boolean is digit char ch. Ch is again the primitive character type, and the return value that is really a digit. Same example, same public test class that is of the public type. Public static void main string args system.out.println character dot is digit. This checking for the condition if the character that is given is a digit or not. So C is not a digit. Next line is digit, then 5. So 5 is a digit. So in the first case, first line or first statement, this gives output as a false. Why? Because this is not a digit. This is the character. This is the letter. This is the true. Why? Because 5 is a digit. Now, checking for next function is a white space. Checking for the blank space. If the blank space is available in this one, so this method or the method that determines whether the specified char value is a white space, which include the space, tab, or new line. So whatever the scenario that is used, that may include the white space, that may include the space, that may include the tab, or that may include the new line. So boolean is white space char ch. So we are representing with the boolean with the syntax. Boolean is white space. So this is given for the is white space, whether the specified char value is a white space or no. Then char ch. Again, ch is any primitive data type. Then return value. So this returns a value. The past character is really a white space. Example is public class test, public static void main string args, system.out.println, character is white space C. Now, checking for the character is white space C. If there is any white space that is available, no, there is no white space, there is a character, so there is no space, there is a character that is available, so the output is 0, false. Then system.out.println is white space, there is a blank single quote that is given. Yeah, this is a white space, so answer is, so the output is true. Then there is a /n. This is on the escape character is also taken out as an escape. That includes the space, that includes a tab or new line. This is for the new line, this is for the tab, so this is for the space. So these three inputs are given, and these three inputs represents a true value. This is false, then true, true. Right. Now, my question is to Larry. If I'm using over here in a single quotes, there is a D or TE. So what is the output? It is a 0 or 1. If I write over here either D or either E or any letter that is available from A to Z, what's the output? It is 0 or 1. Okay. How it is 1 or how it is 0? The main reason is that because we are using the function is white space. Why this shows the output as a 0 or false? Why? The main reason is that it is using the is white space function, and there is no white space in between the character and between the input that we are using. That's why it is giving as output 0. If it is a function that is available is letter, so the output is correct. Why? Because this is the character. So this is the letter. Next function is uppercase. Checking for the is uppercase, whether the specified character given or whether the character that is given as the input is in the uppercase or not. So Boolean is uppercase, then char ch. Ch is primitive char type, and is uppercase is the function name, and Boolean is the return type, or we can say the primitive data type. And the return value is a true if the past characters is really an uppercase. So if the character that is available is in uppercase, so the output is true. This is one of the examples for the uppercase. An example starts with the class test. So one of the class that is available, the class test. In public static void means system dot in the next line, it is given in the uppercase, that is a capital C. The output is true. Why? Because it is in the uppercase. Then system.out.println character dot is uppercase slash n. This is the white space, not this can be represented as a white space, not the uppercase character. So this again gives output as a 0. Then next is a T, that is for the tab, that is also a white space, not the uppercase character. So this also gives output as a 0. So only one output or one input that is given is correct. So this represents the output as a true. Otherwise, each and every output is or input is given as a or output is represented as a 0. So system.out.println is uppercase C, not true. Is uppercase capital C, which is true. Then is uppercase backspace or the slash n or the backslash n, that is for the escape character, that is also not true. This is also not true. These represent the output as a false, true, false, false. Next one is lowercase. Checking for the condition if it is in the lowercase or not. This method determines whether the specified char value is in the lowercase or not. So one is using for the uppercase, whether the specified character is in the uppercase or no. And this determines whether the char value is up in the lowercase or not. This is the syntax. Boolean is lowercase, char ch, parameters. Ch primitive char type, return value that returns if the past character is really in uppercase. The same scenarios or the same syntax, same lines, same we can say the explanation that we use in the uppercase, but the difference is that it is checking for the lowercase and the name of the function is different. There is a class that is a test, public static void main string args, system.out.println, character dot is a lowercase c. So it is checking for the lowercase. Yeah, c is representing in the lowercase, so this gives output as a true, that is a 1. Then system.out.println character dot is lowercase capital C. This is in the uppercase, not in the lowercase. So this gives output as a false, that is 0. The next one is a slash n. This is again the white space. So again the 0. The next one is tab, again 0. So only one input is correct, that is first one. The first one has the output true, otherwise each and every output is false. This is just similar to the functions that we have studied in the C and the C++, like strlen, strcmp. So that is used for the string comparison, string upper, then string name, string concatenate. So the same function will be applied in the Java, but with different scenarios. So we have covered with all the checking part, that is how we can compare whether this is the uppercase, lowercase or no. So each functions or each part is over. Now let's move to the two part, two uppercase. Now this converts the character value that is given, input value, into the uppercase. So this returns the uppercase form of the specified char value. Char to uppercase. Now remember U capital and the C capital in this case. In this case also L capital for the lower case and C capital for the case. In the same way, in the upper cases, in the upper, we can say the programs, functions, U is capital and the C is capital. But the first character, like is 2, that have a in a small character, like is in a small character, to is in a small character. But otherwise, the function name have a first character capital. So two uppercase. This method returns the uppercase form to the specified char value. Char to uppercase char ch. Parameters. This is a primitive char type. Return value returns the uppercase form of the specified char value. Public class test. Sorry, this is the syntax. Now the return type is for the char, and the two uppercase is the name of the function. Remember, T is a capital, U is up in the uppercase, that is T is in the small letters, U is in the upper letters, and C is also in the upper letters. And in the argument list, there is only one character, there is only one variable that is defined as char. Parameter that is used is a primitive character type. Return value returns the uppercase form of the specified char value. Public class test, again there is a new class that is generated, class test. Then public static void main string ASTS. In the next slide, system.out.println character.toUpper C. Now this will convert the two upper function. This will convert the small character, that is small c, into the uppercase, that is the capital C. The system.out.println character.toUppercase C. Now this also converts uppercase into the uppercase. Let's see what is the output of the uppercase to the uppercase. And these all statements are terminated by the semicolons. This is the line system.out.println, system.out.println. And there is a closing of this curly brace, and that is for the public static void main string ASTS, and this is the closing of the main class, that is test. Now, in the first part, it is the lower case that converts into the uppercase by using the function. But when we see the second case, it is already defined, but it is already in the uppercase. So why there is a requirement of converting into the uppercase? If it is already in the uppercase, so there is no use of converting into the uppercase. So this will print the output as it is without the input that we are giving in case of the uppercase. Because we are giving the input in uppercase only, there is no requirement for converting. The first character is also in the uppercase, from the small to the small c to the capital C later. Then next one is also in the already in the uppercase. We can say this will print as it is. The main crux is that we have to convert, or this function is used to convert into the uppercase character. This is used to convert into the uppercase characters for the uppercase values. Next one is two lowercase. This is just opposite of the two uppercase value, uppercase function. This represents the output in the lowercase values. This method returns the lowercase forms of the specified char value. This is the syntax. There is a char, then two lowercase, char ch. This is the return type, char. Next one is two lowercase. These are the parameters of the char ch, and ch is a primitive, and any primitive character type. It is a return type value or return type. This returns the lowercase form of the specified char value. This is an example. Public class test. So test is the name of the class. Then public static void main string args. System.out.println character.to lowercase. There is a small c. In the next part, there is the same input that is given, that is capital C. So when we talk about the first part, this question is for you. Let's calculate the output and write the output with the help of the chat. What is the output of this program? This is just similar to the upper part, that is for the uppercase, this is for the lowercase. Now, let's type the program, let's type the output of this one. Your output is correct. So for in the first part, it is in the lower case, so it will remain as it is. In the next part, it's in the upper case. That the input is that is given in the upper case. It conversion to the lower case. The next one is the toString function. So this method returns a string object representing the specified character value, that is one character string. This only represent the character value, that is of the one character string. This is the syntax. Now look the difference. For the is upper case and the is lower case, the return type is a char. For the string purpose, there is a return type string. Now, what is the difference between the characters and the string? String is a collection of the character that is always terminated by the null character. So this is string. And toString, this is function name. But in the parenthesis, it is given as an argument. It is given the same thing, char ch. Now, ch is a primitive data type. This is the parameters, that is the primitive data type. Return value is a string object, as we have discussed. Now let's see the program, or we can see the example. Public class test, name of the class is the test. Public static void main string args. System.out.println. So system.out.println, then character.toString c, that is small c, then system.out.println, character.toString capital C. It is already in the string purpose, so there is it is already in the letters, or we can say the string, so there is no use for converting into the string values, that is small c and the capital C. So there is no requirement of converting into the string values. The output remains the same, small c and the capital C. Why? Because it is already in the strings. What is a string? It is a collection of characters, and these are the various characters that is given in the input. Now, if it is available in this part, like there is a toString, then number is given, so that converts into a toString. That is acceptable. If this is already in the string, the output remains the same, that is small c and the capital C. Now, let's talk about the next topic, that is for the Java strings. In detail, what are the strings, how to create the strings, how to use the strings. Now let's talk about the strings, how Java strings will be accessible, how Java strings will be used in Java programming. So strings which are widely used in the Java program are a sequence of the characters. We can say the combinations of the characters, and strings are the objects that provide the platform, or we can say that provides the string class to create and manipulate the string. So we are able to create the string, we are able to manipulate the string, that means performing the operations on the string, that is the manipulation of the string. So how to create the string? This is the syntax, that is how to create the string. There is a keyword, that is string, it available, then the name of the string is greeting, and whatever the variable name is available. For example, in this case, this is a greeting, and this is the string hello world. This string will be going into the, or storing into the greeting string. So whenever it encounters a string literal in your code, the compiler creates a string object automatically with its value. In this case, there is a string that is created as hello world. As with any other object, you can create the string objects by using the new keyword and a constructor. So we can also use the string object by using the new keyword and the constructors. The string class has 11 constructors that allow you to provide the initial value of the string using the different sources, such as an array of the characters. This is the array representation of the string. How we can represent in the array means storing one by one character at the same time. The same string will be stored, that is hello world, but the difference is that it is stored in the array form that starts with 0 and ends with the termination of the characters. Public class string demo, name of the class is the string demo. There is a curly brace, opening curly brace. Public static void main string args. Char array, then hello array. This is the name of the array, that is the char type. Now these 5 values are given in this one, that is H in a single quotes, then E in a single quotes, L in a single quotes, again L in the single quotes, then O. At last there is also a dot, we can also represent in a single quote. So if I want to create the array, this array will be created from 5, that is from 0 to 5. So this contains 6 characters. This can store 6 characters because always it starts with a 0. Then in the next case, it is available, or it is we can say it is used for defining the next string, hello string. This is used to convert hello array into the hello string. So we can say this is used to create new string for hello into the hello string. Now print for the hello string. Printing purpose is done with the system.out.println hello string. In the first case, we are creating the array. Now this array is converted into storing into the new string, hello string. Now the output is hello, then there is a now, string class is immutable, so that once it is created, a string object cannot be changed. So when it is created, we cannot change the content of the string classes. If there is a necessity to make a allowed of modification to the string of the character, then you should use the string buffer and the string builder classes. So public class string demo, there is a public static void main char hello array string new string hello array, then print for the hello string. This is how to create the strings. Next is how to create the or how to judge the string length. That is, what is the length of the string? If I'm giving you a string a length, or if I'm giving you a string that is, for example, welcome, how many characters, how many alphabets are available in the string? That is represented or that is calculated by the string length. So methods, or we can say the functions that are used to obtain the information about the object are known as the accessor methods. One accessor method that needs to be you can use with the string is the length method. That is, we are using the length function for returning the number of characters contained in the string object. So when we create the string object, this will be used for the string length. After the following two lines of code have been executed, this will length is equals to the 17. Now we are giving for the length 17. So how it comes like 17? This also includes the white spaces. This also includes the special symbols. Whatever the symbols we are giving the double quotes, everything is counted over here. Public class string demo, public static void main string args. Then a string will be used. We can say variable is defined for the string palindrome, and in this the content is don't. So I was told, and calculating the length, we are using the length function. The main part over here is the length function is of the integer type. Why it is of the integer type? Because we are calculating the length, and that may be representing in the byte, that may be representing in the number. So using the numbers, we have to use a data type 8. How to calculate the or how to use the function? Variable name, then dot length function, and this is new variable that stores the length of the we can say length of the string, and this is of the integer type. Int length, then palindrome dot length, then system dot out dot println string length is, so this is given in the double quote, string length is then plus ln. Why plus ln? Because this is a variable, and in the Java programming the variables values are represented by the plus and the variable name. So in the first line it is defining the string, it is defining the variable of the string type, that is palindrome, and in this there is a string that is stored. In the next line we are using the int, and again there is a new variable that is length. For calculating the length, we use the function, we use the method palindrome.length function, then system.out.println, representing, or we can say showing the output or display the output of the length, or display the output of the variable length, and that stores the value. Now let's count for the value. This is D is first, then O, then 3, then there is a space 4, 5, 6, 7, then space 8, 9, then 10, 11, 12, 13, then space 14, 15, 16, 17. So it starts with the capital T, it ends with a small d, and there are total 17 characters in this. Again calculated, D is capital D is the first character, then there is O second, then T third, then there is a space that is fourth. We can calculate, or we have to calculate, or we have to include white space as a character. So character is the fourth, then H5, then A6, then W7, then space 8, then capital I 9, then space 10, then W11, then A12, S13, then space 14, then capital T 15, then small o 16, then small d 17. So there are total 17 characters in this, and this 17 number will be stored in the is calculated by the length function, and the output is stored in the len variable that is of the integer type. Now at last we are printing the value of the length, so the output becomes the length of the palindrome, length of the string we are giving, and this will print as it is, why it is given in the double quotes. String length is 17. This program is clear to each and everyone. Again, I'm repeating for some briefs. So first of all, there is a class. The class name is a string demo. Then public static void main string args. String palindrome. So we are using the string that is name is the palindrome. Variable is palindrome. Then, then the string. Then int len equals to palindrome dot len. So we are using the len function for the palindrome dot len that is stored in the len variable, and the length variable is of the integer type. And at last we are showing the output of the len function, output of the len variable, that is so plus length. This will produce the following output: string length is plus 70. Next one is concatenating the strings. How we can concatenate the string? We can merge the string. So this function or this string class